run through the slides and whatever we have seen yesterday so that you will remember. So we were seeing about verbs. Stop typing. Stop typing. Yes, good morning, everybody. Stop typing. So this exercise we completed, right? The first exercise. The verbs, words that describe action or a state of being. Yes, those are verbs. The verbs we saw three categories: principal and auxiliary verbs, transitive and intransitive verbs, finite and infinite verbs. So principal or main verbs, principal verbs or main verbs. These verbs can stand alone. He wrote a letter. She arrived at 10 a.m. They have a big house. Yes. So here wrote, arrived and have are principal verbs, the main verbs. They express a complete meaning, agree with the person and number of the subject, show the time of the activity. Yes. Whether it is present tense or past tense or future tense. See, it agrees with the number of person or things. So Carolyn is one, so we use bakes. So we have learned the subject verb agreement. If the subject is singular, then the verb will be in singular form where we will add yes. If the subject is plural, the verb will be in plural form where we will not add yes. Okay. So Carolyn, Vanessa and Peyton are singular. So we use bakes, feels and mails. Carolyn bakes cookies. Vanessa feels confused. Peyton mails a letter. So it agrees with the number. Helping verbs are auxiliary verbs. So auxiliary verbs, these verbs are often used with other verbs to complete the meaning of the sentence. However, they sometimes stand alone and give meaning to the sentences as the main verb. Don't open your textbook. Don't open your textbook. Just listen. Okay, don't open. I will say when to open the textbook. The dog is barking. So yes, barking. Barking is a main verb. Yes is used as a helping verb to give complete meaning. If there is no use, yes, you think, please turn off your video. Shrikulali, I told turn off your video. When you have to turn on the video, I will tell you. Only then you will turn on the video. So the dog barking. It's not complete, right? So we use yes, helping verb, auxiliary verb. He is writing a letter. She will come at 10 a.m. So yes and will. We are using it to give complete meaning to the sentence. So the highlighted verbs do not express a complete meaning. Help the main verbs to complete the meaning of the sentence. Helping verbs or auxiliary verbs are of two types: primary auxiliaries and modal auxiliaries. Modal auxiliaries. So primary auxiliary, be verbs am, yes, was and were. Do verbs does, do, did. Have verbs has, have, had. Modals can, could, may, might, shall, should, will, would. So to be, am, is, are, was, were, being, be, will be. Have, has, had, having, will have. Do, does, did, will do. So this is in present tense and past tense. So yesterday we saw future tense also. Will be, yes, future tense. Did you all learn this? Tabular column. When the verb be, do or have is followed by principal verb, it is an auxiliary verb. When these verbs occur alone in a sentence, they become the principal verb. So I can see here examples. Okay, what does this sentence mean? Rohan is a good student. See, there is no helping verb, main verb. There is no main verb, only is there. So yes acts as the main verb. Rohan is a good student. Yes is the main verb. Rohan is writing a letter. You can see, yes, writing. Writing is the main verb and is the auxiliary verb there. Okay, it's the principal verb. Writing is the principal verb and is the auxiliary verb. So yes acts as a helping verb here. The next sentence you see, the puppy is naughty. The main verb is yes. Okay, it acts as the main verb. Yes acts as the main verb. There is no any other principal verb. So yes acts as the main verb. Is it clear? Where it acts as the main verb and the helping verb? Is it clear, children? Baby is playing. Yes. Yes is the helping verb or auxiliary verb there. Is it clear? Any doubts in this? Primary auxiliary verb. Is, are, am, was, were, will be. Any doubts? No doubts? Okay. Please turn off your video. I will say to turn on your video. Only then you will turn on. Okay, next. Yes, very good, Shikulani. She was playing. Okay, modal auxiliary verbs. Can, shall, must, could, should, ought to, may, will, used to, dare to, have to, might, would, need to. Okay, these are all modal auxiliary verbs. Modal auxiliary verbs in English: can, must, may, might, will, would, should, must, shall, should, and ought to. They are used with other verbs to express. See, they express these: probability, determination, ability, obligation, possibility, wishes, and so on. What it is, we'll see in sentences so that we'll be clear. Modal auxiliaries cannot be used alone. They need a principal verb to complete the meaning. See, primary auxiliaries, we can use it either alone or along with the principal verbs, right? Is, are, am, they can use alone or along with the principal verbs. But modal auxiliaries cannot be used alone. They need the principal verb, okay, to complete the meaning. You can see here a few examples so that we'll be clear. See, Radha is late. In the sentence, you see yes, the primary auxiliary is acting alone. Okay, it is the verb there. Yes, sir. The primary auxiliary is the main verb there. She may be sleeping. You see, possibility, may be sleeping. Okay, I should wash my clothes today. Wash, primary verb, principal verb, and should, modal auxiliary. Yes, obligation. I should wash my clothes today. He can drive a car. So drive is the principal verb. Don't open your textbook. Please listen. Don't open your textbook. Can, ability, yes. He can able to do that. He can drive a car. Can I shut the door? Permission. We saw these sentences, right? Jivisha, turn off your video. Can I shut the door? You should obey your parents' advice. Could I leave early today, sir? Permission. Rajan will always be late. Yes, habits. Yes, so these modals. Don't open your textbook, just listen. I said, don't open your textbook. So these are all modal auxiliary verbs. We use it for possibility, obligation, ability, permission, advice, habits. Yes. So is it clear? Where are we using these modal auxiliaries? I will go to school today. Can you please give me a pencil? I can write it myself. Yes. She may be coming late. Yes, Jaydeep can swim. They can swim. Yes. Is it clear? Modal auxiliary, we have to use it along with the principal verb. Yes, Jivisha, why are you pasting the same thing? Okay, modal auxiliary and primary auxiliary, is it clear? Yes, very good. Suhana can sing well. Very good. So you can say ability or permission. Will you please give it? Yes. Request. Yes. Permission. Can I go to school? Permission. Yes. You should obey your parents. You should obey your elders. Advice. Should I bring a pen? Should I bring a notebook? Yes. Asking. Is it clear, ma? This one? Everybody, is it clear? Okay, see a few more examples. She can read Spanish language. Can you return my books? Could you bring me a glass of water? Could you open the door, please? She may have caught a fever in the night. May I come into the classroom? Permission. It might have done damage inside. Either situation might be the case. You will remember our whole life. John will play football tomorrow. Would you like to have coffee? Would you open the door, please? Next year, I shall buy a new car. Today, I shall watch a movie. You should attend the class more regularly. We should drink a lot of water. We must attend his marriage. You must not spit in the zone. We ought to love our younger. Yes? So is it clear? You ought clean up your room. These are few examples. Is it clear, children? This one? Yes, I will give you a book tomorrow. Very good, Ryan. Yes? Yes. So is it clear? Where we use these modal auxiliary verbs? Yes, and primary auxiliaries. Yes, are helping words as helping verbs, and sometimes it acts as a main verb. Clear? Okay, fine. Okay, transitive and intransitive verbs. Okay, transitive and intransitive. So up to this, you will have for your cycle test. Okay, up to this transitive and intransitive, you will have for your cycle test and with the exercise, following exercise. See here, Radhika baked a cake. In this sentence, the action of the subject baked is transferred to the object cake. Okay, so for this, we will first watch a video so that it will be more clear. Okay, so please be attentive, and I will show a video for you. Can you hear the sound, children? Is it audible? Is it audible, everybody? No? Okay, 1 minute, 1 minute. No sound, right? Okay, 1 minute, children. I will check it. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, I know it is not audible. Wait. I'll check 1 minute. 1 minute. Now I'll open it. Okay. Yes, I know it's unmuted.
Verbs. In this module, you learn about transitive and intransitive verbs and their use. A verb is a word describing an action, a movement, or a state of being in a sentence. For example, the wizard cast a spell on the little girl. Here the verb cast describes the action of the wizard. The magician wore a pointed black hat. Here the verb wore describes a state of the magician, that of wearing a hat. Verbs can be classified into transitive and intransitive verbs. A transitive verb is a verb that requires both a subject
it audible, everybody? Is it audible? Yes? Yes, okay. Okay, listen.
And one or more objects in the sentence to complete its meaning. An intransitive verb, on the other hand, is a verb that is only a subject and no objects in the sentence. In other words, an intransitive verb does not have an object after it.
Shweta, don't scribble.
Let's look at some examples. The wizard looked at the crystal ball.
Shweta, don't scribble.
In this sentence, the verb looked describes the action of the subject wizard, the action of the object, the crystal ball. Therefore, the verb looked is a transitive verb. Similarly, in the sentence, the wizard picked up the magic wand. The verb picked is a transitive verb because there's an object which is the magic wand. Now, look at the following sentences. The magician laughed loudly. In this sentence, the verb laugh describes the action of the subject magician. Note that the sentence does not have an object. Therefore, the verb laughed is an intransitive verb. Similarly, in the sentence, the little boy screamed. The verb screamed is an intransitive verb as there is no object. We should notice that in each case the subject is doing the action but nothing receives the action. It is important to be able to understand whether a verb is transitive or intransitive. For many verbs in class, if your teacher thinks that the verb is hard to understand, we'll ask something like this. Does the little boy cry or does the little boy cry something? In this case, we'd say that cry is intransitive and we would not add an object after cry as it would make the sentence wrong. Similarly, for transitive verbs, we should use the same method. The little boy sells or the little boy sells something. In this case, the first sentence sounds funny as the verb sells is a transitive verb and needs an object, so the second sentence is correct. Listen to the story. Merlin the wizard lived in a big castle on top of a hill. Every morning he drank a magic potion. Then he took Zyka, his dog, for a walk in the garden. One day, a little girl named Lucy wandered into the garden. On seeing the little girl, Zyka barked. Lucy started crying. Merlin got angry. He cast a spell on Lucy. She turned into a parrot. In the paragraph, the verbs lived, drank, took, wandered, sing, cast, turned are all examples of transitive verbs. The verbs barked, crying, angry are all examples of intransitive verbs. Let's recall what we have learned. A verb is a word describing an action, a movement, or a state of being in a sentence. Verbs can be classified into transitive verbs and intransitive verbs. A transitive verb is a verb that requires both a subject and one or more objects in the sentence to complete its meaning. An intransitive verb is a verb that is only a subject and no objects in the sentence.
So transitive and intransitive. Yes? Transitive, you see, a transitive verb, what does it have? An object. Yes, see, Radhika baked a cake. There's an object, cake, and the action is transferred to the object, cake. Yes, so a transitive verb is one that is used with an object, a noun, phrase, or pronoun that refers to the person or thing that is affected by the action of the verb. So baked is the action, and what is affected? Cake. So we are baking Radhika is baking the cake. The object is cake. So it is transitive. Okay. See, he wrote a letter. Wrote is the verb. And where is it transferred? A letter. She sang a song. Sang is the verb. A song is the object. Mother pushed the trolley. Pushed is the object, verb, and trolley, action, yes, is transferred to the trolley. Ravi kicked the ball. Kick is the action, verb, and it is transferred to the ball. Shreya wrote an essay. Wrote is the verb and it is transferred to SA. Shivam played the piano. Play is the verb and it is transferred to the piano. So these are all transitive verbs. There is an object which receives the action. You see, she played the piano. Yes, direct object. And Liam will release 5 seals. There is an object to receive the action. Transitive, is it clear? If you see intransitive, it will be more clear. See, intransitive verbs, there is no object. Okay. Verbs that do not require an object to complete their meaning are called intransitive verbs. See the examples. They run. Birds fly. It rains. The artist painted. The baby sleeps. The creepers grow fast. The pigeon flew away. Yes, these are all intransitive. There is no object in the sentence. Yes, very good, Jotham. Yes, buying a trumpet. Very good, transitive. So in these sentences, if you see the verbs run, fly, rains, painted, sleeps, grow, and flew do not have any objects to complete the meaning. The sentence itself is complete without the object. So it is intransitive. There is no object to receive the action. It doesn't need an object. Okay. She cried. She laughed. Yes, here you can see transitive and intransitive. Few more examples. Please see this. I'd like to speak with you. Yes, transitive. Let's speak. We are reading your new book. We are reading. Ed canceled the reservation. Ed canceled. I agree with you. I agree. We count on her assistance. That counts. Transitive and intransitive. Same verb, but we can use it in the sentence as transitive or intransitive. Yes, intransitive. Yes, Jotham. So is it clear? Transitive and intransitive? Any doubts in transitive and intransitive? If there is no object, then it is intransitive. If we have an object to receive the action, then it is transitive. Is it clear, ma? I laughed. I laughed is transitive or intransitive, Shrikulali? Jotham, very good. Yes, very good, Jotham. I laughed. Is it transitive or intransitive? Intransitive, yes. I laughed is intransitive. There is no object. There is no object to receive the action. I cried. I laughed. I smiled. I smelled. Yes. They spoke. They cancelled. They agreed. Intransitive. Okay. Now open your textbook. Textbook page number 36. Textbook page number 36. Shrikulali, is it clear? Transitive and intransitive? Others? Any doubts in this transitive and intransitive? Yes? Okay. See, you take the book, then you will understand. Yes, you do this exercise, then you will understand. Page number 36. Only till this you have for your exam. Okay? Page 36. That's the first one. I played all evening. I played all evening. I played all evening. No books, Anushri. Okay. Tell me, what is it? Is it transitive or intransitive? I played all evening. Divyavarshini, is it transitive? What is the object? Then you should tell me what is the object. I played all evening. What is the object? Is there any object in the sentence? We have learned objective case. Intransitive. Yes, Jotham. Srinidhi, very good. Ritula, very good. Is there any object in the sentence? There is no object. Yes, so it is intransitive. Yes, Srinidhi, very good. So understood? Intransitive, very good. He gave the bouquet to the teacher. He gave the bouquet to the teacher. Yes, he gave the bouquet. Yes, transitive. Very good. See, gave, it is transferred to the bouquet. Object is the bouquet, right? Object is the bouquet. So it is transitive. Very good. They laughed at the clown. They laughed. They laughed at the clown. Is it transitive? Intransitive. Yes, John. They laughed. See, at the clown is a phrase, a prepositional phrase. Yes. They laughed. There, it is not passing. At the clown only. Yes. Jotam, are you clear? Why it is intransitive? Jotam? They are seeing them and laughing. That's all. The action is not transferred to them. Action is within me. They laughed at the clown. It is not transferred to them. Okay? Seeing them, they are laughing. The action is with them only. It is not transferred. Yes. Next one. She swam for 2 hours. She swam for 2 hours. You see, is there any object there? Is it transferred? Is it transferred? Intransitive. Yes, very good, Kasalda. Jotam, yes. Intransitive. For 2 hours, they are swimming. Yes, it is not transferred. They are swimming. Sorry, she is swimming. Yes, okay. We lived in Mumbai for 4 years. We lived in Mumbai for 4 years. Think whether it is transitive or intransitive. We lived. The place is in Mumbai. Is it transferred to Mumbai? We lived there. But is it transferred to Mumbai? Netula, the action, you see, the thinker, the action, we lived in Mumbai. It is a preposition where we lived in Mumbai. Is it transferred to the, is there any object where it is transferred? It's not transferred, right? We are living there. I am not transferring it to Mumbai. Are you transferring it to Mumbai? I am living there. Yes? Am I clear why it is intransitive? The action is not transferred. We lived. Live is the action and it is not transferred. Yes. I admire him. I admire him. I admire him. Yes, transitive. So you can do the remaining and you can check the answers. Okay, you can do the remaining and you can check the answers. See, I admire him. It is transferred. We clean our garden every day. So the object is our garden. Object is our garden. So it is transferred. My uncle moved to another country. It is intransitive. He moved. My brother moved his furniture. He is moving the furniture. So it is transitive. Yes. Those people painted their fence white. Fence is the object. They painted the fence. So it is transitive. I took the local train. It is not transferred. It is not transferred to the train. I took the local train. It is not transferred. So it is. So will you complete it, children? All the sentences? Will you complete? I'll post this in the classroom. Okay, I'll post it. The classroom, you can check the answers. Okay, and the next exercise also underline the verbs and state whether it is transitive or intransitive. See here, next one also you have to do it, whether it is transitive or intransitive. Okay, will you do it? Okay, time up. Do it and check the answers. We'll have a revision on Tuesday. Okay. Okay. Thank you, children. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.